I'm going to analyze this debate by asking two simple questions. First, which side better protects celebrities? Second, which side better helps the gay movement? So let's go and ask my first question. Which side better protects celebrities? Our answer to this question is, we don't really care about celebrities. Why don't we care about celebrities? Because we think, and we said this from the beginning of this debate, that by becoming a celebrity, you forfeit your right to privacy. Because you sign a contract with society. You say, I will represent a certain image or a certain ideal. This is why you will buy the products I endorse. This is why you will watch the movies that I act. This is why you will vote for me. This is why you will respect me. So the public has a right to know if the image that the celebrities are portraying is fundamentally different from the way they are inside. Tim Philippines had a few responses to this. The first response is this: lots of celebrities value their privacy. Our response is, valuing your privacy is not the same as having a right to privacy. Johnny Depp may value his privacy, but that doesn't stop him from using his image as a cool rocker to sell tickets to Pirates of the Caribbean. Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt may value their privacy, but it doesn't stop them from being photographed at specific locations with their multiracial kids just to show what loving and caring individuals are. So they are. So valuing your privacy is not the same as having a right to privacy. But let's go one step further. Even if you value your privacy, is the celebrity important or is everyone else looking at the celebrity important? Celebrities may not think that individuals go to watch them because of who they are as personal, private individuals. But moviegoers clearly believe this so. Like, we think of people like Daniel Craig, as a wonderful sex symbol because he's so buff, because he represents manliness both on the screen and in his private life. So everyone else in society thinks that way, and they have the right to know if celebrities aren't this way. So, okay, but even if we consider this argument about right to privacy, we raised three other arguments which Team Philippines have not responded to. The first argument is an argument about informed choice. Even if you had this right, by becoming a celebrity, you know that this right is very likely to be violated. So if you're not prepared to become outed, then maybe you shouldn't have become a celebrity in the first place. And you know what? Fine. If they don't know they might be outed, then we'll tell them that the gay rights movement is likely to out them if they become celebrities in the first place. As my second speaker said, if you value information about your celebrity, about your sexuality, more than your celebrity, don't become a celebrity in the first place. Third argument, no thank you, about third-party harm. We told them the crimes of commission committed by celebrities who refuse to become role models and spokesperson for the gay rights movement is exactly as bad as a crime of commission. This deprives young gay people around the world for role models. This drives them to depression and suicide. This causes third-party harm. So even if they have a right to privacy, this right should be waived in this case. Now the final argument Team Philippines brought us is this argument about how wives and families of celebrities are going to be hurt. And I'm going to respond to this right now on 4 levels. The first response is that wives and partners of celebrities made a conscious, responsible decision to become a wife and partner of a celebrity. So, honestly, they already know they're coming under media scrutiny. We don't really care. The children of celebrities, on the other hand, routinely have their names redacted in the media because the media doesn't report on minors. So we think on this grounds, there's no ground as well. The third level of response is by their own logic, they would never ever report anything bad about a politician because this would potentially affect his wife and family. We already report on things like adultery, heterosexual adultery of politicians in the media. Why do we have double standards when it comes to reporting on heterosexual adultery and homosexual adultery? So you're treating gays and straight people like they're different things, not us. The final response is, even if we do harm the wives and families of these celebrities, let's compare the harms. The harms to a small group of individuals versus the harms to the wider gay society who is constantly being deprived of role models. We think the harm to the wider gay society is by far the worst, especially because, as Team Philippines concede, celebrities are the ones who are best protected, with lawyers and agents to help them, things the gay community in conservative and liberal nations routinely lacks. So on this point about who best protects celebrities, our response is, we don't really care. Next, if you wait a while, sir, I'm going to go on to my second point of contention about the gay movement, but before that, yes, sir.
We told you how the narrative of coming out is important. When Ellen DeGeneres outed herself on TV, she became important to the gay rights movement as an important structure. So you're hurting the narrative by making coming out a boogeyman.
Thank you for that. I was going to rebut this right now with my second point of contention about the gay movement. They tell us that the coming out narrative is important, and we agree. But the point is, we're not talking about the people today who are going to come out by themselves. We're talking about the people who are never going to come out. Why? Because it's not as if we're putting a gun to the gay rights movements head and saying, you need to out all the celebrities or else we'll shoot you. No, we let the gay rights movement make a decision about which celebrities are likely to come out by themselves and which celebrities are not. Presumably being rational individuals, the gay rights movement, recognizing that the narrative is important, won't out the first class of individuals, but they'll clearly out the second class of individuals. So we're never going to get a narrative with all the people we're talking about, because they are never going to out themselves, so the gains are clearly on our side of the house. Now in their second speaker substantive, they gave us a few arguments, which I'm going to take down right here. The first argument she gave us was that these gay celebrities are going to deny that they are being gay. Our response is, it's really hard to deny being gay when we have so much evidence sent to the press that you are gay. So if they deny being gay, they're just making themselves look like worse people. We don't think they will do that. Second response, they say that this will make them alienated from the gay rights movement. Our response is, they were already alienated from the gay rights movement. Lots of reporters routinely ask celebrities who have homosexual rumors about them every day, are you gay? And they always constantly deny it. If we out these celebrities and then they keep denying, we argue there's no difference in between this and the other actions after their outing. The next thing she told us was that celebrities will then say, oh, being homosexual was just a phase that I went through. This was the mistakes of our youth. We have a few responses to this. The first response is that if you know, we have very current evidence, it's kind of hard to argue that being gay is only a phase. The second response we have to this is that if celebrities make it acceptable to be homosexual for a phase, it's a lot better than living in a society where it's not acceptable being homosexual at all. Yes, we recognize the gay community eventually wants to work towards full acceptance, but it's a lot better to get acceptance about a phase of being gay than it is to be persecuted in many conservative societies around the world. Their final response was this: gay celebrities who you out will never fund gay movements. Okay, but if we didn't out them, they wouldn't fund gay movements anyway, because they consciously deny to everyone around them that they are gay. If we truly believe Team Philippines analysis, and celebrities care so much about their own privacy, then clearly they'll never use their own public money to support causes which privately they believe in. But if we do believe Team Philippines analysis on the issue of funding, and accept that celebrities do use their own public money to link to their own private causes, then you must also accept our analysis that your public and private lives are inherently linked. Finally, we don't think the Team Philippines second speaker has managed to rebut Marian's point at all. He told you why the gay community will never gain media access in the sort of conservative countries where the majority of this debate takes place. They had utterly no response. Because we think there's absolutely no incentive for the media to report on issues relating to the gay community. There is no incentive for the media to build up good gay role models. So we asked them, as we asked them in our first speaker, where are your gay role models going to come from? Where is this core group of celebrities going to come from unless the gay rights movement begins to out them at first? The media never reports in these conservative countries on individuals who are gay in a positive light. So the only way we can get them to show gay individuals as a positive light is to take an individual they already showed in a positive light, then reveal to everyone that he is gay. They accuse us of making him seem like gay first and human second. Our response is no. We think gay rights movements are sensible. They won't do this. But even if we do so, this is a lot better than living in a world where being gay isn't even considered being human first. So even if we cause people to be viewed as gay first and human second, at least the two terms become correlated. In their world, there are no gay role models, and that drives depressed gay youngsters to suicide. So because we don't really care about the rights of celebrities, we're poised against the rights of society, and because we better protect the gay movement, go with Team Singapore.